Hola Aries, welcome to your love reading for September 2023. If it resonates, consider a personal pre-recorded or live reading. Just click on the link below or text me at 646-902-5715. Let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Aries, for love, for September 2023? What do you see? What do they need to know? Can you please show me the energies that Aries passed out of prior to the love energies Aries passed out of is the Hangman in the upright. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling. In that spread, I'll have something about you don't know about them in addition to if they're seeing or interested in somebody else. We have the Seven of Cups in the upright. Love energies for September. In my playlist for your 2024 Sun Moon readings that continue to come out, put your requests in the comments. I'll put you in queue. 2023s are still in my playlist. See if they ring true for you or somebody else. We have the the Six of Wands in reverse as you move out of September into October. And then finally, look me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like, share, subscribe, donate, refer me to a friend, and support of my efforts. Always greatly appreciated. Otherwise, let's get ready to your reading, Aries. All right, so it looks like nothing's really happening or was happening prior to September. With a Hangman in the upright, not a lot of forward movement in regards to your love life. You're just kind of hanging out, waiting to come across something, seeing if something's going to happen. You're suspended. So a lot of times the Hangman for me is when the universe just kind of zaps you and says, you're not ready. So we're going to hold you up and you're going to be forced to use this time to consider what you need to consider in order to move forward. So during this time, use the time to kind of think about things. If you do want to be in a relationship, what are you going to put up with? What are you not going to put up with? What are going to be your relationship goals? And kind of working that out before you decide to move forward. So once you kind of make those decisions and get everything hammered out, it's almost like the universe opens the door for you and voila, releases you. And I see you being released here with the Seven of Cups in the upright. Seven of Cups in the upright for me is like the online dating card. It's when you're like a kid in a candy store. You're seeing everything. It all looks fantastic. You don't know which thing to pick. But with the Seven of Cups, you have to choose very wisely because look at this guy. He kind of grabs some stuff out of some cups. He has a serpent around his waist, and then he has like all these baubles, and he's not looking too good. He looks a little bit greedier, like something's going on there. So it really is just when you get released, choose wisely. Don't commit to something until you know exactly what you're getting into, because you might bite off more than you chew, or you might not, necessarily know all facets of what you're getting into. I mean, we can't all possibly know what we're getting into, but be as cautious as you can be. Choose carefully. Don't invest immediately. You guys have a tendency to be impulsive, so I'm just throwing that out there. And I'd be careful because the Six of Wands, as you guys move forward, kind of shows that you might move forward not being victorious. I mean, this is a victory card in reverse, so this is kind of nothing's panning out for you. So you might start, doubting who you are, not having confidence or lacking confidence when you're approaching people or trying to get some love thing going on. It's almost the sense of feeling like, why can't I have someone? I feel like I'm being, almost punished for not doing anything, for not having done anything. And you don't feel you're being acknowledged by people. So I would just be really careful that we haven't pulled clarifiers yet, so I'm curious to see what they have to say, but let's see what's going on. Why is the Hangman card in the upright? Why is the Hangman card in the upright for Aries energies prior to September? Who's this person? What's this energy? Why is the Hangman here in the upright? Okay, the Four of Pentacles in the upright. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so we kind of have a mixed bag going on here. One of the things is that it's almost like you're contemplating whether or not you want to share with someone in your life. You kind of like everything that you have, I have a feeling, or prior to September. So one of the things you're, considering while you're in suspension is, I kind of really like things the way that they are and the things that I have. I don't know if I want to be like sharing a bathroom with somebody or sharing a toothbrush with somebody, you know what I mean? Or having to divide the wealth or things like that. I feel as though you know, you kind of like having your stuff, I feel. So that's one of the things that I'm getting that you're kind of thinking about while this is sort of going on. Queen of Wands in reverse, I'm kind of getting what I'm getting over here, where you might start questioning, you know, how you feel about yourself. Maybe you don't think you have any game. Maybe you're overly worried about what people think about you, which is strange for you guys, because typically what you do is fake it till you make it, or throw yourself out there. You know, you're known to be courageous and brave, but in this instance, for some of you, I feel as though you're kind of questioning who you are and do you have what it takes. It's more of a Libra vibe, really, rather than an Aries vibe, which is surprising to me. And then I'm seeing this sense of frustration of things not going anywhere. So you want to be at a certain point and it's just not happening. The options aren't there. You're shaking out the tree and no fruit's kind of falling out of it. So you're very reactive about that and demonstrative about that. It's kind of like, oh, why am I not getting anywhere? So expect, well, you've already had September happen. So what I'm feeling is that just things were put on hold and you were just getting restless and wondering, why can't we get this going? Now, so you do have options coming in September. So let's look into these. Why is the Seven of Cups here in the upright for Aries? Who's this person? What's this energy for Aries? Additional messages, please. Who's this person? Okay. Okay, well, the good thing is that while you're considering these options, you are checking them out. So you're looking at people on social media, you're asking the right questions, you're observing people, seeing what they're doing, what their actions are, if things are kind of lining up. So you're getting as much information as you can about your options that you have before you, which is probably limited. We can only, you know, find out so much unless you're like a super detective, like a Scorpio, and have Scorpio in you or Virgo, and then you'll find out everything. And largely what you're looking at, I find, is pretty disappointing. You don't kind of see that these are people, or there's anything out there that you would really like to share your emotions with, or so you're holding back a little bit. But again, you're losing self-belief. I almost get the sense of, oh, am I ever going to meet anybody, or am I just going to be kissing frogs forever, which is the sense that I'm getting. Because with the Four of Swords in the upright, I see nothing really happening. Again, it's like you're in a state of timeout, taking a break, or you might choose to take a break and say, hey, there's nothing out there right now. I've looked into stuff. I'm not seeing anything. You know, when I did try to look, I ran into, you know, a bunch of jewelry and a snake. You know, I wasn't real happy with that. Jewelry, maybe, but it looks like plastic baubles. It doesn't even look like real stuff. But anyways, so I feel like there's, again, you're being put, not necessarily on hold. I almost feel like it's of your own choosing. You say to yourself, let me just take myself out of this. Let me revisit this. You know, once I feel like the energy is better, I've figured things out. Why is the Six of Wands in reverse? It seems like you want to be with someone, but it seems like the energies aren't lining up in September and the period surrounding it. Nobody's kind of coming in, or you just aren't connecting with anybody. Why is the Six of Wands here in reverse for Aries? Who's this person? What's this energy? Okay, we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So okay. And you're finding as you move forward, maybe it's not so much that nobody's acknowledging you, but the people that you want are kind of coming forth. Because with the Seven of Wands in reverse, I see people approaching you want nothing to do with, and they're really trying to push up on you. So, you know, they're overwhelming you. They're saying, hey, can we make something happen? And you're like, ew, no. And they're trying to get you to back down. They're trying to, you know, push on you. And I think that's an uncomfortable feeling for you. When you do look, because I see the Seven of Cups here in the upright again. So you're running into these people that are being a little bit overbearing. And I think you don't really care for that very much. So with the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, I get the sense that you decide, okay, I'm done. I'm better off by myself, making my own decisions and relying on myself than getting involved with anybody. Because the Nine of Pentacles in the upright is when you're only going to accept somebody that's worthy of your love. It's more of a value thing. And if you don't find that person, then you're pretty much better off alone. So I think that's the conclusion you kind of come to. If there is anyone out there, if nobody's going to acknowledge, you know, how great I am, but be authentic, then I don't need to be with anybody. But I do feel as though there's people approaching and you're like, oh no, you know, go away. You keep looking and then you just decide to be single. So I think this is going to be a very single time for you. So if this does resonate, consider a personal reading or a live pre-recorded or live reading. I just totally messed that up. Just click on the link tree below to contact me or text me at 646-902-5715. Otherwise, make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling. In that spread, I'll have something you don't know about them in addition to if they're seeing or interested in someone else, which I'm really curious to see what turns up because nobody's mentioned here, you know, other than people you don't want to be with. In my playlist, your 2024 Sun Moon readings, 2023s are still in there. See if they're ringing true for you. And then finally, look me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like, share, subscribe, donate, refer me to a friend in support of my efforts. Always greatly appreciated. Otherwise, Aries, I will see you in the Vimeo. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.